Hey y'all. Okay, so I got some emails this morning and I need some things I need to address with y'all. Okay, first of all, I want y'all to stay put. Okay, I'm about to show you a video, all right, that is something very important, okay? And I knew this from the beginning. When I saw that guy, the coroner, I knew he looked familiar, and you're gonna see why in a minute in this video. He is the guy that's doing the organs and stuff. Okay, so I want y'all to watch this video that I'm about to show y'all. But then after this, I've got some information regarding an organ that was not found in Kenneka's body. On the autopsy, it said it was unidentified and they didn't have any information on it. And this is a crucial organ. Like, you need this organ. If you don't have that, you cannot survive without this. Okay, and it also serves a lot more purposes than just being something that you need. Okay, so I'm gonna address that in a minute, but I want y'all to watch this video. I want y'all to see this guy. Oh, hold on. I'm sorry. This the video was made by Chosen King. So make sure you go to his page and subscribe to him and check out his other videos. I've looked at his other videos and he's got great videos. Lots of information regarding Kenneka Jenkins. And this right here, and Huggy Pacino actually reposted his video. So go to his page too, because he has got tons of good videos. Also very informational, okay? So I just wanted to give a shout out to both of them. I'm gonna go ahead and play the video for you.
Yo, told y'all, man, that girl body was mutilated. They probably took everything from her brain down to her tissues, to her organ, down to her bone marrow. When Teresa went to go look at that body was no longer hers, y'all. It was no longer hers. It belonged to the people that she signed it over to. I'm gonna do a quick screen share right quick. This guy look familiar.
Look at him.
Poor baby head. Probably just a head laying back there. This guy look familiar. Huh?
He's laughing and
Rocking
stuff
with me?
like it's so funny.
You rocking with me? Organ and tissue donation blog. All we know right now is his first name is Frank. I think Frank Markel. Yeah, I think it's Frank Markel. We'll look more into him though, but when Teresa signed that body over, here you go. Here you go, y'all. When she signed that body over, look at the nose, look at the nose, look in the back, organ. When she signed that body over, it was no longer hers. She couldn't even touch it anymore. That's why he's smiling like this in that kitchen. It's a grab, y'all. It's a grab and go. Grab and go!
There are people who believe that their religion prohibits them from being donors. The most obvious examples are Muslims and Jews, because in both groups there is a preference for burying the body quickly and for burying the body whole. But the brochures that I was talking to you about a moment ago, the religious leaders make clear that those preferences come second to the responsibility to help someone else if you can without risking your own life. So there are religious misconceptions, even Catholics. I've been talking to you about the work we've done with the Catholic Church. We sometimes encounter members of the Catholic faith who mistakenly think that their church doesn't support donation. So there are religious misconceptions. I think the other large misconception is the idea that somehow if the doctors who are looking after you when you become ill know that you're prepared to be a donor, they won't try hard to save your life. And we try very hard to explain to the public that just isn't true. First of all, we are bound ethically to be sure that the doctors who are responsible for someone who needs a transplant, a recipient, are never the doctors who look after someone who could die and be a donor. We maintain a clear separation in terms of the medical teams and the nursing teams who look after those people. So If you're in an accident and you come to the emergency department, the physician who's attending you is not a physician who's involved in transplant. And the physician's clear responsibility is to do everything they can to save your life. So that's very important. We also abide by what is known in the field of ethics as the dead donor rule, and we're scrupulous about this. We require 2 physicians independently to proclaim a person dead before we would proceed to recover organs. So that's a second misconception. And I can tell you, my own staff, the physicians who are the most supportive of donation, this very clearly comes after their efforts to save people's lives. If I could take your viewers into our call center and I could show them the grief our staff feel when someone dies, it's very clear if you work in this field that you know that the donation comes after considering the importance of saving someone's life or the respect for someone who's died. The third misconception, and I was teasing about your age, is that people in middle age often think that they're too old to be donors. I'll talk to people in their 50s or in their 60s, and they'll smile and say, Frank, I support this cause, but you don't want my organs, I'm much too old. And it just really isn't true. The state of your organs is not particularly a function of your age. It depends very much on your overall health condition, on how you've lived your life, on what diseases have afflicted you. We routinely recover organs from people in middle age, and we have recovered organs from people in their 80s and 90s. We had a lung donor 2 years ago, a woman who was, I think, 89, and she had a pair of lungs that worked wonderfully in the recipient. She lived a long life, and now somebody else is enjoying the benefit of her lungs. So age is not a barrier. What we tell people is that the transplant physician will make a decision on the suitability of the organ. And if they support the cause, we ask them to register so that we can have the opportunity to consider that possibility and let a medical professional decide the suitability of their organ.
Okay. So, y'all see him. Okay, same dude. Go to Chosen King and Huggy Pacino and subscribe to them. Okay. Alright, now.
Yo.
Let's see. Oops,
So down, man.
Okay. So what I'm getting ready to do is I want to show y'all an email that I received, okay? Let me see if I can get off of this. Okay. Hold on, y'all. Sit tight. I'm so sorry. Okay. I want to show you. Damn, I can't. Okay, y'all, hold on. For some reason, this thing is really acting up. Damn. Okay. Yo, I am so sorry. Yeah, man, I'm trying to. I'm actually trying to, I don't know what happened to this. Okay. So anyways, sorry y'all, okay, I wanted to block someone's information out, okay. Anyway, someone sent me an email this morning, and I want y'all to look at this email, okay, and I've got a lot of information backing this up, okay. I'm going to read this real quick. I did a little digging into Kenneka's autopsy, and here's what I found. On the autopsy report, they mentioned no thymus was identified, which means she does not have one. Okay, now, look, the person that sent me this, okay, actually knows about all of this medical stuff, the autopsy reports, and how to read them, and what should be there and shouldn't be there, okay? So I have an experienced person sending me this, okay? Okay, which means she doesn't have one. She was too young for them not to identify it. It gets fatty, but not until later in life, damn near 60. You'd need your thymus to live. It is a very important organ. She would have died in infancy if she didn't have one. You can get it removed, but you will live in a bubble. I think they took the thymus as a transplant organ. It's a small organ you won't miss. You can live without it when you become an adult, but Kenneka was just 19, still young. Not saying they didn't take another organ as well as possible after the autopsy. Plus, people wouldn't notice the thymus wasn't there on the report because people don't know what a thymus is until you look it up. Also, I believe they took it on the first autopsy since the thymus is for your immune system, and by her body still not fairly dead just yet, to the point to where all the organs have completely shut down, they took it. Now for a thymus transplant, it is $500,000 to have one. It's used in infants who are born without one and can also be used to prevent people who get a transplant like a heart from the donor's heart rejecting inside the body of the person receiving the heart. This is a big deal for people who have money and can afford this transplant. Also, they mentioned they need more thymus glands to create more cells and do more transplants, so it's pretty popular. Now, nobody just donating a thymus because you will have a lot of immune issues if you just donate it. You will die. So what do they need to do to get one? Maybe kill for it? Sounds crazy, but it can happen. Also, the topiramate would not mess with the thymus or any organs at all. The freezer kept her body and organs in perfect condition. As they say in the report, her body was well preserved. As for the abrasion on her ankle and the contusion on there as well, that was fresh injuries. You will see in the chart, the colors show 0 to 24 hours old. So somehow she was injured on the way to that freezer, fighting for her life, or when that bag hit that shelf. There is a part of the surveillance where it shows a man and a woman going to the back with a cooler, but they come back to the front of the hotel without it. He leaves out the front with the bag and comes back from, I guess, a back area to the front of the hotel without the bag. Then they all leave. He just talks and walks with that creepy security guard to the back with a jacket, but comes back to the front without a jacket. Those suitcases they had looked suspicious as well. Maybe medical equipment or some sort. If they charge $500,000 for this surgery, then they had the money to set this shit up. Irene and Monifa are just small fishes in this big pond. Kenneka, I believe, was just one on the list to get back. That man, Carl, wanted revenge from Kenneka's brother doing what he did, or supposedly did, to his son being murdered. I enclosed links and photos of stuff I found. Thanks for reading my email. I will find more. If I find more, I'll be more in contact. Okay. Now, let me tell y'all something. The man that she's talking about, with the suitcases and stuff like that, that's the guy that, if y'all have been watching, that's the guy on my video that I just put about the security guard and the dude with the bluish gray looking button-down shirt, and they have those silver strange looking luggage suitcases. That's weird looking to me. Those look like it looks like some kind of cooler. To me it looks like a medical cooler. It looks like something that would be used in a medical area with the stainless steel, less germs, and it looks insulated. It does not look like a suitcase to me, and if it is, it's the weirdest looking luggage I've ever seen. Okay, but I want y'all to check this out. Okay, and that man Carl, he was there. We saw him on the footage. Okay, that's the dude's dad, and yeah, I mean he would want revenge for his son, so I could believe that. Okay, now this is some things that she's also sent. Okay. Evidence of injury, red, purple, irregular abrasion is on the lateral right ankle. Ill-defined purple contusion, posterior lateral right leg. Okay. Now, Bruises are caused by blunt trauma, although they may be associated with any type of impact and can accompany many different types of wounds. Thus, they can provide much information with regard to their causation and can assist with the reconstruction of events leading to death. Okay, contusion is also another frequent used term, particularly in relation to internal trauma. Alright, okay, and then she says, notice they never mention how she may have gotten those injuries, okay? And, oh yeah, I didn't read that part, but see at the top of this, it says up here, when doing forensics, the interpretation of bruising for forensic purposes requires the pathologist to bear in mind the following 3 fundamental questions. Is the discoloration seen a bruise? When was it caused? And how was it caused? So, on the autopsy, when they put that she had contusions and bruises and abrasions and stuff, they should have put on there, you know, what could have caused it, what it looked like possibly caused it, or like it was caused by some sort of blunt trauma, you know, and it looks like it's been there for a couple days or something like that, you know, or a couple hours or whatever. Okay, but they didn't have any explanation at all on that. Okay, so let's see. She said about that. Notice they never mentioned how she may have gotten those injuries. No more was explained, and it was supposed to see. She has seen too many. Now, the lady that sent this has seen too many autopsy reports for them to leave that out. Just that alone should have warrant for foul play. Okay, so right here it says the red purple, and that was the bruise she had, was a reddish purple, happened 0 to 24 hours. Purple contusion happened in 0 to 24 hours. So fresh wounds, this should be labeled a homicide. Okay? Y'all follow me? Alright, she had a mild edema on her cerebral hemisphere, which caused brain swelling. Hypothermia did not cause this, nor did the type topiramate. She wasn't diagnosed with cancer, meningitis, or any other illness to cause this. So I'm thinking either she was hit over the head or fell somehow. Huge with that. Okay. This right here, and this is what they said she had in her in the autopsy. The causes: cerebral edema can result from brain trauma or from non-traumatic causes such as ischemic stroke, cancer, or brain inflammation due to meningitis or encephalitis. Altered metabolism may cause brain cells to retain water, and dilution of the blood plasma may cause excess water to move into brain cells. Okay, so look, like that's what I'm saying. Your brain does not just swell just to swell up, okay? You know, you have to have some sort of trauma to your head for your brain to swell. And the hypothermia would actually reduce the brain swelling if that was the case. So they're lying. So then right here she says, so where is her thymus? It can't be a fatty tissue by now. She is 19, so it will only deteriorate into fatty tissue when she is much older, like 60. She couldn't live without it. If she had it removed, she would have to have had lived in a really, really, really clean environment, damn near a bubble. Okay, so this is the part of the autopsy. Okay, now the hemolymphatic system, the 93-gram spleen is covered by a smooth blue-gray and intact capsule. Okay, it goes to tell about all this, okay? Tells about all the other lymph nodes and stuff like that. Right here, boom, the thymus is not identified. She doesn't have it because it's not identified. Like, that's something that they would have seen. It's there. You can't miss that. Okay. And then this right here, she said something about thymus transplantation. It's the transplantation of a body move from one body to another. It can be used to treat infants with DiGeorge syndrome, which results in an absent or hypoplastic thymus, in turn causing problems with the immune system's T-cell mediated response. It is exclusively used in people with complete DiGeorge anomaly, which are entirely anthemic. The subgroup represents less than 1% of DiGeorge syndrome patients. Okay, look, it's not only used in the infants and stuff like that. I found this. Okay, new thymus tissue may be key to preventing transplant rejection. Okay, and the lady had mentioned that in the email. You know, and that's what these people do. I mean, they do research, man, in organs, tissues, all of this. Like, they know what they need. You know, they've got people coming to them all the time, you know, wanting black market organs and stuff. And if they don't have it, they want the money. Like, they don't care about a life. They don't care about the person. They don't care about what it causes. These people got money and they got pulled. They got powered. Like, they don't care about that. And they're going to do what they need to do to get whatever it is that they want. Okay, so, you know, I mean, y'all clearly saw the organ guy. The organ guy is the damn coroner. And, you know, if y'all been paying attention, if y'all haven't been paying attention, go back through my videos, okay? Look, I've got them on there. The coroner hands the little weird looking guy in the green jacket with the little hat on. He hands him like a bag, and then they're like steadily like stuffing shit inside of the body bag. Like, I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what the hell they got going on, but that dude is creepy, and that dude is, man, that dude took her damn organs. Okay, so, you know, the ones that think that like this isn't real and how, why, and all this stuff. Man, it's right here. Like, the people done been busted. Okay, they have been busted. They've been caught doing this before, multiple times, multiple locations. It's a whole body broker ring. Okay, made a video on that. Check that out. So, oh yes, let me tell y'all. Okay, also the let me see if this is the one right here. Okay, I don't think that it is. Locked in the freezer. Okay, now this is somebody else. All right, look, I want y'all to look at this shit. Look at this. Okay, how long? All right, look, this body. Okay, it tells you right here. All right, in order to do an autopsy on a frozen body, it can take sometimes up to a whole week. Okay, depending on how frozen the body is. All right, now I thought that sounded odd because, dang, like they just found the girl, they just got her out the freezer, and then boom, all of a sudden they got an autopsy with some kind of results, and then the rest of the results come later. That shit don't sound right. And you know what? Look, I was just about to say, think about when you cook a turkey. Damn, see, I hadn't even read this whole thing, but I knew what it was about, and that's what I wanted to show y'all. Damn, I was just about to tell y'all, think about if a turkey is frozen. Okay, you can't just sit it out and let it thaw out on the outside, because the inside of it is going to be still frozen solid. Okay, so if a turkey is like that, imagine a big body. Okay, like, we're bigger than a turkey, so imagine a whole human body, you know, frozen. It takes you a while to thaw out. Okay, and not only was okay, a turkey don't thaw out sitting out at room temperature. I mean, just sitting out, you know, out of a refrigerator. It doesn't thaw out in 4 hours, okay? So a body isn't going to thaw out in just a few hours, you know? And then her body was in the freezing cold for days, okay? So, you know, y'all look these things up, because there is so much stuff on here about people that have frozen to death. And it takes them a while to do the autopsy, because they have to let the body thaw out first. It's not going to just thaw out in a matter of hours. Alright? And right here it says, you cannot just warm up a frozen body and proceed with the autopsy. It has to be defrosted slowly in a refrigeration unit at a steady 38 degrees, which can take up to a week. Okay? If you go any faster, and the outside of the body will start to decompose while the inner organs are still frozen. Important evidence can be lost. That's what I'm saying. Damn. The autopsy is wrong. The autopsy's wrong. They're hiding a lot of shit on there. You know, her thymus is missing. There's reasons why. I mean, that's a very expensive, high demand organ. You know, just to get the surgery done, you know, just a regular surgery with some sort of regular, legally donated thymus, you know, it's $500,000. So just imagine what these damn black market people are making on a thymus, okay? I've never even heard of this organ until now. And, you know, that's the thing. Most people would not know what the hell a thymus is. But now we know. Alright? And, you know, like I said, it's used to also, you know, in rejecting organs. I mean, into, you know, the rejection process to prevent the rejecting of organs. Alright? Because, you know, when you get a heart transplant or something like that, it's not guaranteed that it's going to accept the organ. You know, your body does have a chance of rejection and stuff like that. And that's what this could be used in. You know, so it's a very lucrative organ, you know. And, you know, y'all, I'm telling you, the ones that are so skeptical about, you know, what didn't happen to Kenneka, you know, basically saying like nothing happened to her, and she, you know, all this stuff. Man, it's clear. It's very clear, and I keep saying this. It's very clear. She did not walk in that freezer. She did not walk in that freezer, and she did not die in that freezer. She didn't walk in there. Someone put her there. Okay? Someone put her in there. And, you know, watch the videos that I have posted, because each and every one of them give key pieces to this, and, you know, and it's got the evidence to back it up, you know. So these people are sick, man. They're real sick, nasty ass people, and this is what they do. Like, they don't care, and they don't give a damn about an organ being contaminated or diseased or anything. I mean, this is what they do. And it is so terrible that people let money take over them this much to actually take a life. So, you know, I wanted to come on here and just show y'all this stuff, because this don't make no sense. You know, that autopsy is wrong. Who knows if they even did a damn autopsy, okay? I don't believe that, because the body couldn't have been frozen. And the thing is, if, you know, it's something. Either it wasn't frozen and they went ahead and did some kind of fake ass autopsy or whatever, or they never did one. You know, there's something wrong with that. Like, So, you know, y'all pay attention to all this stuff because, like I keep saying, everything's right in front of our faces. We just got to put it all together. So, I'm going to go ahead and get off of here for now. And I will talk to you guys later. If anyone has any questions or any information or anything, feel free to email me. I will put it below the video. And like, share, and subscribe. And yeah, I don't know. Yeah, leave your comments below, and I love the feedback. So y'all have a wonderful night.